welcome to this week's edition of the Dixie Sun News at Noon. I'm Kiera Parham.
And I'm Stephanie Dupar. Thanks for tuning in.
As of this morning, Utah has had 80,446 confirmed cases of coronavirus. Statewide, the death toll has reached 496. As of this week, there are 29 confirmed COVID-19 cases amongst DSU students, faculty, and staff, all of whom are self-isolating. Since May, DSU has had a total of 81 confirmed and recovered cases. Career Services is here to help you get a jump start in your future. There is still time for you to be a part of Career Services Fall Career Week. Even though Career Week is coming to an end, at 6 p.m. Friday, there will be an Accounting and Finance in the Private Sector seminar in the Zion Room of the Holland Building. There will be a virtual day in the life of a DSU alumni. If you missed the events this week, make sure to check out Career Services website, career.dixie.edu, to stay up to date on tackling your career.
If you're looking for a new podcast to listen to, the hunt may be over. Hannah Hickman has more.
Thanks, Stephanie. The podcast will be hosted by Assistant Professor of Communication James Stein. The podcast will have one season with 25-minute long episodes. The podcast will be going over 12 different topics ranging from the basics of relationship to divorce and consent. The show wants to include DSU students and community members in learning about how to manage relationships.
Not everybody has the opportunity to take advanced interpersonal classes, and even when they do, we don't get to talk about a lot of the stuff that I wish we could because, the class can only take it so far. I think it's very important for the DSU community to get involved with their sense of communication and to really stop and think about the relationships in their lives and who they value and who they want to talk to. And if things aren't going exactly super well in a given relationship, why that might be and what's the potential explanations for it are and maybe what they can do to help fix things.
I'm Hannah Hickman. Back to you guys in the studio.
Studying doesn't have to be dull and routine. There are places all around campus that are unique, and I asked some students about their favorite places to study.
Personally, when I was a student, my favorite place to study was just the pavilions outside. It was just nice to get outside in between classes and enjoy the sun.
For me, I love studying outside, so I'll go find a bench on campus, somewhere quiet usually.
One unique place, I work at the HPC actually, and so I like to study there because it's more quiet. Not a lot of people study there because they don't think about it.
Well, of course, I love the Holland building, especially the 4th floor on the balcony where it's outside, because you can see all of St. George, you can enjoy the fresh air, and I think just the environment to learn is really good there.
The Hazy, because that's it's the business building.
When you go to the Holland, it's meant for studying, so you can get there, stay locked in, get all your stuff done. Yeah. Makes a special vibe.
Just study anywhere. Sometimes I'll just walk and go sit in the grass, or I'm in my dorm a lot.
There are more places to explore on campus. The full article will be in next week's newspaper located all around campus and available on DixieSunNews.com.
There are lots of ways to deal with midterm stress, but have you considered yoga? Dixie Sun reporter Jordan Palmer has more.
With Zoom meetings, online classes, and midterm exams coming up, I sat down with Sunny Frampton to find out how yoga can help deal with stress.
Yoga means union of your mind and body and soul and spirit all together. And we pretty much practice going into the deep breathing. And as you breathe and focus in your yoga practice, yoga energy brings you into be in the present moment. Your physical body benefits a lot of health. Calm down your blood pressure and fight with your anxiety, worry, or just whatever it bothers you. The negativity, so much of negative thoughts in your body, your energy drops low. We change all of that. So in my opinion, yoga, I tell to myself, it's my life coach.
It helps me calm down a little bit, not worry about everything so much.
I have a really stressful major. It helps me distress, and last week I had exams, and this was the only reprieve I had from studying.
I really want to bring the feeling of balance and harmony in their body, and I want them to see it that life doesn't have to be so crazy and busy and do more and just chasing all those things. You can be less. and you can slow down things and just learn to be still, quiet your mind, empty your thoughts, and just see how it feels.
I think this is like the only class where I don't have to stress.
Isn't that wonderful?
For Dixie Sun News, I'm Jordan Palmer.
If you can't get to a class, YouTube has lots of quick yoga videos you can follow along with.
October is not only a month for spectacular events, it's also a month for breast cancer awareness. According to breastcancer.org, 1 in 8 U.S. women will develop invasive breast cancer over the course of her lifetime. A woman's risk of having breast cancer almost doubles if there is breast cancer in her immediate family.
October is also Domestic Abuse Awareness Month. Here's Dove Center Communication Director Marky Pickett with more.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. In the state of Utah, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men have experienced some form of physical abuse in their lifetime. Domestic violence is more than just physical abuse. It could be mental, verbal, emotional, sexual, and financial abuse as well. This month is dedicated to bringing awareness to these types of abuse and to honor those who have lost their lives to domestic violence.
With the digital age growing to an all-time high, many parents and educators fear that students aren't getting enough time outdoors. One Southern Utah nonprofit organization strives to change that. Their goal? Get kids outside. Get Outside provides high school students in Southern Utah with the opportunity to participate in scheduled and guided outdoor activities, including hiking, rock climbing, and so much more. Students who take part in the organization will have an easy access to transportation and outdoor equipment with no cost. To donate or lend a helping hand, you can visit getoutsideutah.com.
But when you get outside, the last thing you want to see is graffiti. Graffiti and vandalism in Zion and Arches National Park is at a record high. Park officials have reported seeing multiple graffiti drawings, etchings, and even spray-painted messages on cliffsides and trails. While it may seem harmless, getting rid of the graffiti can speed up the natural erosion process of the rocks and could possibly permanently damage the landscape. Zion National Park also issued a statement to remind everyone that vandalism is illegal and can lead to mandatory court appearance, jail time, and a $5,000 fine if caught.
It's such a shame that we can't even have nature without people trying to vandalize it.
Absolutely. As you were saying earlier, the last thing you want to see is somebody else's art.
Right, exactly.
Let nature speak for itself.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Stay tuned. After the break, Michael and I will go toe-to-toe on Pop Culture Challenge, and you're not going to want to miss this.
Get our print curve here. And there's the bottom.
Does this one have more water?
Can you tell me why? Careful.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
1, 2, 3, 4. 0.52 kilograms. This graph is square.
Pretty close.
Artemisia is all the sage brushes, but there's your needle and thread. Which one is this?
Come down. Perfect. Great. Sodium carbonate.
Radio Dixie 91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. The big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that. On St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this.
I need a one dance.
And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
Welcome back. Myself and Kiara love to talk about pop culture when we're offset. That's one of our favorite things to do.
when we're just by ourselves as a news crew or just with other people in general. And now today's the day we put that knowledge to the test with a pop culture challenge.
Okay, first question. What is Paul McCartney's middle name? James Vane.
I don't know this.
It's a trick question. His middle name is Paul. His full name is James Paul McCartney.
Oh my gosh!
Pop star.
Madonna? Cher. Lady Gaga?
Yes.
I'll accept it at this point.
What is the name of all three Migos? Raise your hand for this one.
Quavo. I think that's the only one I got.
Benavius, Takeoff, and Offset.
Make sure doesn't get I really got. Who is the oldest Kardashian sister?
It is Chloe. No!
No!
Oh my
Rapper Drake rose to fame as an actor on which TV show? Kiara.
Degrassi.
There you go. That's the right answer.
What year did High School Musical come out?
Oh my god.
2012?
2009.
No.
2011?
2010.
2015?
No.
2013?
2005.
High School Musical? How
Yeah.
old am I?
2006.
Yes!
How many Harry Potter books and movies are
Ooh,
14.
Whoa, okay, hold on. Okay, I know there's 8 movies. Is that right? 8 movies. And there's 7 books?
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
Okay, which Avenger other than Captain America was able to pick up Thor's hammer in the Marvel movies?
Oh. Vision.
Quinn.
You're out of juice.
I don't like the way this is moving.
What was the name of Jennifer Lawrence's character in The Hunger Games?
Candace Everdeen.
Who originally wrote the song I Will Always Love You?
Whitney
Oh,
Houston.
Oh, you farted. Five, four?
That's it.
That's me?
All right, Keith.
All right.
We're going to get you hosed down. Michael, would you like to do the honors?
Yes, please.
There we go. We're gonna do the cross.
The final score in this challenge was 5-4. Ding, 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 ding. Kiara, I'm so sorry. Now back to sports.
I have a backpack.
请所有的同学回到座位哈。3、
And get our print career. And there's the bottom.
Does this one have more water?
Can you tell me why? Careful.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
1, 2, 3, 4. 0.52 kilograms. This graph is square.
Pretty close.
Artemisia is all the sage brushes, but there's your needle and thread. Which one is this?
Come down. Back, please, right? Sodium carbonate.
Radio Dixie 91.3. We don't play that. Nope, not that. A big fat no there. That's what we play. And stuff like that.
Thunder, thunder.
on St. George's only alternative, Radio Dixie 91.3. Oh, and from 9 till midnight, we play this.
I need a one dance.
And this. Radio Dixie 91.3 FM.
The DSU men's basketball team is teeing up for some golf to host its 6th annual golf tournament fundraiser. The tournament is open to all, and the format is 4 people per team. It will be $150 per player and $600 per foursome, which includes 18 holes of golf with cart, tee prizes, lunch, team and individual prizes. The event will take place on October 30th at 10 a.m. at Green Springs Golf Course in Washington. For more information about the tournament, call Sean Steele at 435-218-2727 or sean.steele@dixie.edu. Setting up for another killer No You Fall volleyball takes the court as we get to know the other programs in the Western Athletic Conference.
This matchup between these two teams, they did go back and forth in the first 3 sets. And the same story here tonight in Sid Johnson.
After back-to-back successful seasons in the Rocky Mountain Athletic Conference, the DC women's volleyball team will give each Western Athletic Conference volleyball program a run for its money. Chicago State University.
On the season, starting in the second half of conference play, Emma Ahern puts it over, and the Cougars will attack first, and they will score first, as it is Alex.
Seattle University. Utah Valley University. California Baptist University.
The season kind of trying to find themselves on the backside, tapped over there. And
the University of Texas Rio Grande Valley.
And a strong kill from the outside.
Grand Canyon University.
Up top for Kubinski, dug out. And Bakersfield is just all over the place right now. Lopes can't really find a hole. That one's going to get down.
New Mexico State University.
KJ Adams back to serve for the Lopes. Mickles looking to set up as Mello. Lopes able to keep it alive defensively. A good rally from both sides as KJ Adams just not enough to...
Tarleton State University.
Dewis, Stokes, good defense in the net by the Texans as Chatham is there. Back the other way, 50-50 ball. That time Natalia will win it.
The first thing to watch out for is the defensive threat of UTRGV. The Vaqueros held their opponents to a .206 hitting percentage, come down close to 242 blocks, and averaged 2 blocks a match. Keeping teams on its heels both offensively and defensively, we have GCU. The Lopes held their opponent's hitting percentage at .195, slamming down 1,485 kills and tallying up almost 276 blocks. Up next, a familiar face from the Division II level is Tarleton State University. The Texans are making the jump to Division I as well, and this program is known for its success. TSU finished number 4 in its conference, being the runner-up in its conference tournament and making an NCAA D2 tournament appearance. These teams need all the help they can get if they're going to take down New Mexico State. The Aggies were perfect in conference at 16-0, an absolute nightmare on defense by keeping their opponents at .122 hitting percentage and getting their hands up for an astonishing 313 blocks. The New Mexico State is the reigning conference champion, earned a trip to the NCAA D1 tournament, and obviously the team to beat in the WAC. However, to find success in this conference, the Trailblazers will have to beat the teams who sit in the 2 to 6 slots.
State. They're always the best. I mean, usually they're the best. Last year, I think they were on the table. They went 16-0. I think they're always the team to beat as far as volleyball in the WAC. I think like the 2 to 6 slot is always like anyone. I think honestly, those mid teams that sit kind of at the mid in the WAC are really the teams at the end of the day that we're going to have to beat if we want to play postseason here in a couple years.
Listening to Coach Felder's words there makes me believe the volleyball team fits perfectly in the WAC. The Trailblazers can go out and compete with those other volleyball programs in the conference to make a statement. Hey, Kiara, going back to the segment, no hard feelings, right? It's just anchor to anchor love.
I don't know. The hard feelings, there's no hard feelings, but I'm really hoping you really got all that whipped cream out of your nose. And
oh, yeah, and you too. It took a while to get it out, and the smell too.
Same.
Hey guys, I have a fun story for you. So, Dr. Pepper has announced the doubling of its annual Dr. Pepper tuition giveaway program to $2 million. The Plano-based brand says it will grant $2 million in tuition awards to deserving students in traditional and fun new ways throughout the 2020 and 2021 college football season. Dr. Pepper is accepting video submissions at drpeppertuition.com through Sunday, October 18th. The brand also encourages students to submit video entries showing how tuition will impact their lives and help them achieve their personal and professional goals.
I'm excited. I need the Dr. Pepper money, so this is great for college students, and I'm sure all of us are thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I love when Dr. Pepper promotes this on college football. I love seeing those commercials being put out every time I turn on to ABC and watch the game of the week.
I mean, I'm good with just a Dr. Pepper, but if you want to give me money too, I'm down.
Give me money to buy more Dr. Pepper?
Yes, absolutely. That's what we're doing.
And that's it for this week's edition of the Dixie Sun News at noon.
We will see you here next week, same time, same place.
Have a great week, Trailblazers.